that music. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at the 4 to 5. Eric Chilton here, joined with Ariel Cadet and Amber Lake. Welcome to the 4 to 5.
Yeah, thanks for watching us on WFMY News 2, Fire Stick, Roku, and the WFMY News 2 app.
We're so glad that you chose to spend your holidays with us. Let's get started with the thankful cheer being spread around the Triad today. Mount Zion Church in Greensboro filled the bellies of anyone looking for a hot, fulfilling meal. Community members enjoyed the meal together while reflecting on what they're most thankful for.
Our mission here at Mount Zion is to reconcile the world to God through Jesus Christ, and we think the best way to do that is not just with a sermon, but really to serve. And so we're all about serving the city because we believe that he who serves the city wins the city. And so today, we hope that it will bring a smile, that it will bring joy to not only individuals, but families, as we're seeing families coming through together. So we know that it means a lot to them.
Just being able to give an opportunity to give back to the community. We're nothing without community. So with us being able to give our givings through that part is just a great thing to do.
We know that this season is kind of hard for people, so we wanted to make this special. And so what we did was we decided to feed people on Thanksgiving. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but today. And so we asked all of our volunteers, which we call the Dream Team, to spend just 1 hour of their time today helping serve our community.
I am graced to lead and serve 7 living generations, and that is powerful. And so to see different age groups and demographics serving others, it lets me know that the legacy, it lets me know that the vision and the values of our church will be and is in good hands.
Well, not everyone is able to spend time with their loved ones on Thanksgiving. U.S. soldiers stationed abroad are feeling the distance now more than ever. Take a look at how they're serving up a taste of home.
Thousands of miles from family and friends, but coming together to celebrate the spirit of Thanksgiving.
It's an opportunity, for everybody to, break bread together, have the meal together, and then for us as leaders, it's a chance for our soldiers to see us as leaders serving them the meal.
Giving everyone else a chance to dress down or even up.
Oh, we're just giant turkeys. I guess they bought two of them just so we can represent the parting turkeys that the President of the United States would usually go ahead and let live on this grateful day.
A sense of gratitude making its way right around the globe in messages sent back home.
I just want to give a shout out to my son, my baby boy, RJ. I love you. I miss you. I hope you're playing with so many dinosaurs.
I'm going to miss my great-grandmother's Biggs German chocolate cake. I wish I could be there, but I'm in Slovakia right now. I love all y'all.
I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to my mom, Eileen Opasno in Lincoln, Michigan. Looking forward to seeing you in a few months, Mom. Love you.
Until these troops are reunited with their loved ones, they'll hold on to moments like this.
Puts it into perspective, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They give so much for all of us, and even though we're working here, we can't say a word when we look at those troops and say they're going through it.
I love seeing stories like that. It just warms your heart. It really does.
You were saying it kind of touches you and your family a little bit as well.
It does. I have 2 brothers that are veterans, and thankfully they are home. They've been home for the past few years, but I was able to see them for an hour before I came here today. So they're a little crazy, but I love spending time with them.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, every time you're with family, it gets a little crazy, but it's always a little fun. But yes, like you were saying, Eric, it's definitely, we're here on Thanksgiving, but it's not, we're only here this one day. They're away from their families for most of the year. So, it's definitely months on end,
months, years.
Yeah, and it's always nice when you see those like reunion videos or coming off the plane or, things like that.
When they surprise their kids at school.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those are always
I cannot
so
keep a
touching.
dry eye when I see videos like that. It's just, it's so heartwarming. I can't say it enough. I can't.
Yeah, we say thanks to everybody that has served and still serving.
Yes,
Thank you so much
for
what
sure,
you did.
for sure.
All right, let's check the forecast. We're not too bad, really, in the short term. We've got some changes coming up. I mean, we'll be watching this, of course, as we head into the next 24 hours. Things are going to change a little bit. So today we have plenty of sunshine. Temperatures in the low 60s for Greensboro, 61 degrees. Winston-Salem, you have 63. Let's head back up to my hometown. There's Mount Airy at 60, Walnut Cove 62, 63 in Asheboro and Lexington, and 64 in Siler City. So tonight, look for the clouds. They'll start building in. Let's go with about 44 for that overnight low. Rain possibly by daybreak. Every time we look at the models, it looks like just a little bit of rain, not a washout for Friday. And it's early, right? So a lot of people, if you have the day off, you may not even notice it. But morning rain and then clearing as the day goes on. It'll be a little chilly, but not bad. 58 degrees. That's actually seasonal. That's pretty much where we should be this time of the year. Radar looks pretty clear now, but we go out to a wider shot to show you. Yeah, this is the system that we're watching right now. It's up northern parts of Louisiana there in Arkansas, but it's moving in our direction. So here comes the low from the south, kind of meeting up with this cold front here. Rain at times on your Friday. If you look at the timestamp up here, that's 1 p.m. And we think, if you look at this as we go into the afternoon hours, I think we'll see some clearing. So that rain is there for a while, right? That's in the morning hours. And then we see that clearing by afternoon and evening, and it doesn't really look all that bad after that. Just a quick shot through the weekend for you. 59 on Saturday with sunshine. It is a rainy Sunday, but warmer at 62.
Let's get to your 4 to 5 roundup. The family of WBTV meteorologist Jason Myers announced memorial plans for this weekend. Visitation is Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. at Carmel Baptist Church in Charlotte. The funeral service will take place Saturday morning at 11 o'clock at the same location. Myers died alongside pilot Chip Tayag Tuesday when the station's helicopter crashed near I-77 in South Charlotte. Funeral arrangements for Tayag have not been announced.
We have new details on a North Carolina woman's death that received national attention. Shanquella Robinson died last month while on vacation in Mexico. The 25-year-old lived in Charlotte and at one point went to Winston-Salem State University. A new report released from Mexican police contradicts initial autopsy notes. The police report says Robinson drank too much and her friends refused to take her to the hospital. Hours later, she went into convulsions. Then a doctor tried to revive her using CPR and a defibrillator. The autopsy says something different. According to medical examiners, Robinson died within 15 minutes of suffering a spinal cord injury and a broken neck. It's not clear why the police report is so different from the medical information. The FBI is investigating further.
Right now, we're learning more about the 6 people police say were shot to death by a Walmart manager in Chesapeake, Virginia. Authorities say the first shots were fired in the break room Tuesday night around 10 o'clock. One of the victims, according to his family, had said the gunman used to give him a hard time. The oldest person who died was 70. The youngest was just 16. The mass shooting is the second in recent weeks to occur in the state.
There will be time for us to react. But today, and in the next few days, is a time to support those that need us most.
They say the shooter was 31-year-old Andre Bing, a night manager who allegedly had a manifesto complaining about a change in employment status. Investigators also discovered a list of people being presumably meant to target. We'll be right back.
Ooh, cool music. I like that. All right,
I
this
love
Thanksgiving, we are sending love, of course, all across the Triad.
We want to know what you're thankful for today. It can be your family, your friends, or even your full dinner plate, which Eric hasn't gotten yet. Hopefully in the next couple hours. Whatever it is, just send us a picture or a text to 336-379-5775, and we just might share it on air.
Or you can send food to Eric.
Please.
Whatever you want to do.
Please.
While you're getting your pictures together, here's a few of our thankful moments. Eric, kick us off.
All right,
please,
so they're all
honest.
eating without me. There they
Oh,
are.
no.
But that's okay. I'm going home in just a little bit, a couple hours there. Yeah, so it's our extended family. It's all of my kids, so 4 of my kids, Bryce, Alex, Tyler, and Drew are there. My wife, Leslie. And then my mother-in-law is in there. And then my wife's aunt and uncle come every year.
Okay.
So they're joining us too. So we
Aw,
have
they
a
look
full
so
house
happy.
of
That's
9
a good
people
picture.
there.
That's
Yeah.
a good. It's always hard to take a good selfie like that, so they did a great job.
Yeah, that's my son
I know,
Alex
it looks
that did it
great.
obviously in the foreground.
I know
here,
that's,
so.
and look at the lighting. Set
See?
it up real nicely.
The lighting is nice.
He's young. He's got it down.
Yes, yes. I mean, I'm sure you're missing them right now. You just
Oh
want to be
yeah.
there.
I will
so.
be there. I'll be there in a couple hours.
You said you just got a picture from your wife of the turkey,
Yeah,
right?
she sent me a picture of the turkey. I said, thank you. The turkey I can't eat for 2 more hours.
Oh my gosh.
Dreaming of it. Dreaming of it.
All right, we have my picture. Actually, I sent in 2 pictures. So
Double
we
that.
have my nieces and nephews without the 2 little ones on the right.
Oh.
I'm very thankful for them. And then we have my siblings and my dad. My mother was taking the picture, so she couldn't be in that picture. But this was for my dad's birthday. I'm super thankful for. I have a huge family, y'all.
Yeah.
So super thankful for them. They keep me grounded for sure.
Yeah, and you're from here. You're
I
from
am.
Greensboro,
That's right.
born and raised, right?
Yes, I went to UNCG.
Yes, and you know, it's nice to be home. Would
It
you say?
is.
It's
It
nice to be
is.
home
Yeah,
and-
that's
It
right.
is, yeah. I mean, I have to make sure that I don't spend too much time with them because,
Yes.
you know, I wouldn't want to give them too much. But it's great to see.
You always want them begging for more.
overload
Yes,
them.
exactly.
Leave them wanting more. That's
You were,
right.
I mean, it's nice because you can, like you were just saying, you were able to go home for a little
Yeah,
bit.
even
and
if
then,
it was quick.
Yeah,
It was still good.
And still come to work. So
Yeah.
there's like still like that best of both worlds
Mm-hmm.
aspect of it, which I think is pretty cool.
Ariel, we have you next, don't we?
I think I'm
Yep.
next.
Yep.
Yeah, I also have 2 pictures. Okay, so I feel bad because I didn't include pictures of my family, who I love so much. But these are two very, very special people in my life. One of them is my dog Blair. She is my best friend.
Her baby.
She's very in need of a groom in that first picture. She doesn't usually. She looks like Chewbacca in that. But that was back when we lived in Fort Wayne before I moved here. So that she's just the best. And then in the next picture is my niece Lennox. We're matching in our little matching sweatshirts. That's actually us.
Oh my gosh, stop.
Yeah, that's
It's a
us
beach
in
pic.
Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, we go there every
my
year
gosh.
for 4th of July. And that's
Aw.
actually where my family is right now celebrating Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
that kind of ties into where everybody is. My sisters, I have 3 sisters, a little brother, and then all of the nephews and nieces and grandparents are all there. So
you'll have to FaceTime them later, right?
I FaceTimed them earlier, but there's still a couple people I haven't said Happy Thanksgiving to yet.
Right.
So I'm making my rounds because I don't want somebody to be like, you didn't talk to me today.
I
you
know, you can't do that.
So yeah, so it's
Very
really nice
nice.
to just look at those
It
pictures.
is. Now that you've heard what we're most thankful for, it's your turn to tell us what you are thankful for. So start sending those pictures and text at 336-379-5775. We'll be right back.
You know, I was just talking to our producer, Kayana, and I said, it feels nice out here. This really isn't all that bad. A little light jacket, right? You're in good shape. We're starting to get the chill kind of moving back in, but these temperatures are comfortable. Low 60s for the most part. 61 in High Point and Greensboro. We've got 63 in Winston-Salem. Drops to 59 in Walnut Cove and Reedsville. We'll bump it up to 62 for Lexington and Asheboro. In Burlington, you're the warm spot at 64 degrees. Again, tonight, clouds will start to build in late. So this system, as we've watched it over the last 2 or 3 days, has trended more and more to the south. We do think we'll get some rain by tomorrow morning, but it's probably a early morning shower and then gradual clearing. Saturday looks good, Sunday looks rainy if you're trying to plan through your weekend. But 44 for the low tonight and then 58 for the high tomorrow. Here's the rain that's approaching. It's really a low pressure center to our south. You can see it here on the Futurecast. Let's put this in motion. So cold front from the north, low pressure from the south. As long as you're on the east side of that cold front, temperatures will not be all that bad. Rain at times on Friday morning, but when you look at this with our high resolution Futurecast, you can see the timestamp. Yeah, there's your morning shower, right? So that's at 9 a.m. So really from about 4 a.m. until 9 a.m. we have a chance of a shower. Could be heavy at times, but it's a quick clear out. I mean, this is 4:45 p.m. and we're back to sunshine again, and that should hold through Saturday before the next system starts to approach. You can see some of that on the left side of the screen here. That'll be moving in for your Sunday. So here's what it looks like with your 7-day. Let's go with upper 50s for Friday, Saturday. It's a 40% chance of morning showers tomorrow. We're sunshine filled on Saturday and high of 59, 62 and rainy on Sunday. Next week, not bad. Upper 50s close to 60 for the first half of the week and only a slight rain chance.
A new biographical movie is highlighting a strong relationship between two naval officers during the Korean War. The film Devotion has a star-studded cast, including Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell.
But will that list of talent live up to the tale? WFMY News 2's Movies Manning Franks finds out.
The Korean War has been referred to as America's forgotten war, and amidst that said forgotten war, some stories are at danger of falling out of memory. For us as visual creatures, one of the best ways to immortalize a story is to commit it to film. In Devotion, director J.D. Dillard takes the inspiring true story of America's first black aviator and cements it to the silver screen for generations to come.
That's why you can't always do what you're told. If I did, I wouldn't be here.
Based on the best-selling book of the same name, Devotion follows Jesse Brown, played by Jonathan Majors, as the first black naval aviator as he begins to cultivate a friendship with Tom Hudner, played by Glenn Powell, during the Korean War. While the two men come from different lives, their strong devotion to duty and agency will not only be put to the test for their country, but to each other as the Navy's most celebrated wingmen. Like all war movies, there is a thematic pattern that Devotion follows that ensures a level of familiarity. Yet it's not its means of storytelling that make this film a triumph. Devotion soars thanks to its powerful narrative and earnest direction from J.D. Dillard. There is a quiet, reverent mood in its delivery of the story. Even with bombastic and thrilling aerial sequences, the heart of the film lies with this budding friendship and their respective character nuances. Powell and Majors are simply marvelous. They are true movie stars in every sense of the word and have such natural chemistry, be they with each other or even in a scene separately. They command the audience's attention with emotional subtlety that bubbles to the surface when they're pushed to the brink. While the story offers nothing meaningful in ways of breaking war movie convention, the two actors, along with director Dillard, make for an aerial match in heaven. One could make the argument that the film's depiction of the nuances of the Korean War is shallow, but at the end of the day, the film is laser-focused on a brotherhood and their inspirational true story, and everything else is just a backdrop. Devotion, more than anything, is a breathtakingly brilliant film that immortalizes the legacy of two heroes, never to be forgotten. Devotion receives a 2 approved. You can watch it only in theaters this Thanksgiving. Where are we?
Just open. Welcome back and happy. You know what? I was just thinking, it's so different. I love that we're having fun with it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan.
It's our house band. You can't see them. They're in the back.
They're in the back.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving from all of us, of course, at the 4 to 5. Eric Chilton joined alongside Amber Lake and Ariel Cadet.
Yeah, thanks for watching us on WFMI News 2, Fire Stick, Roku, and the WFMI News 2 app.
If you have finished off your second plate or maybe even your third, we will not judge you over here. We're still hungry. You might be thinking about doing some Black Friday shopping.
Well, if you're holding out for big deals this holiday shopping season, you may be disappointed. Retailers are advertising deep price cuts, but inflation is keeping the price of many items up.
Remember this? Lining up for hours, even camping out overnight outside of stores before Thanksgiving? Just so you could get their best Black Friday deals? Madison Vick was among them.
I like to get the deals, and most of the time you could, even if you did have to wait a couple of hours in line.
Stores stopped doing that during COVID, and this year the big box retailers still aren't opening on Thanksgiving night.
I do not miss that. No, sir.
Dr. Venki Shankar, marketing professor at Texas A&M University, says big box retailers and some department stores aren't opening on Thanksgiving because they've expanded online sales.
They don't have to really overstaff the retail operations and too hard to find labor at the right prices. And at the same time, shoppers are not necessarily waiting for just this opportunity to go in store and buy. So.
The other big trend we're seeing this year, the Black Friday deals are started much earlier. Some retailers pushing them out last month. Some shoppers say they've noticed, including Jessica Rugg, who along with her 3 children was out at the Galleria in Dallas doing some window shopping.
I think it's nice to get a head start.
Yeah, we already buy a brand new TV last week on Amazon.
Professor Shankar says retailers are responding to the challenges facing them.
Plus, we've had supply chain issues, we've had inflation this year. All of these are creating opportunities for retailers to make sure that they have their sales covered.
But while some things change, some Christmas wish lists sure don't.
I want some Barbies. The new Xbox.
Do you think you deserve that?
Yeah.
Well, while you're keeping your eyes peeled for the best deals, law enforcement says you should be aware of your surroundings too. Police are reminding shoppers to stay attentive and vigilant now that mass shootings are on the rise. Retired Police Chief Andy Harvey says everyone should go into a crowded area already prepared to make one of 2 choices if confronted by an active shooter.
And that is to fight like hell or run like hell. And what I mean by fight is use everything in your body and in your control and your disposal to fight off the offender. And you don't stop until the threat is completely gone.
Harvey says police departments usually increase their presence during the holidays. He also recommends watching out for active shooter false alarms, which can lead to dangerous panics. Police say if you see anything suspicious, don't hesitate to report it.
Forecast pretty good for us. We really don't have much in the way of complaints, but we do have a little bit of rain on the way for early tomorrow morning. Sunday is probably the rainiest day of the next 7, but we have a decent forecast until then. At least temperatures are cooperating and no frozen treats in our forecast, thank goodness. 61 of the Triad, Charlotte 64. We look regionally here at the Carolinas. Columbia, South Carolina 59 degrees. Meanwhile, coastside a little bit warmer as usual. Charleston 65, Myrtle Beach at 62, and Wilmington at 66 degrees. Here's the breakdown for tomorrow for your Friday. Maybe a morning shower or 2. They'll move through. It'll be early in the day, and we think by midday, if you see anything left by midday, probably a leftover little bit of drizzle, but clouds will start to break. And by afternoon, we're up to that 58-degree high with some decent clearing by midday. So let's look at the system and go out to a wider shot here. It's really this big area of low pressure. There's a cold front trailing down from the north. Those 2 systems kind of come together right over us during the day. So let's freeze it right here. This is at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's when we could see our heavier showers. The areas you see with the oranges and yellows, of course, would be the heaviest rain. And it looks like a lot of that right over us in the central parts of the viewing area. But honestly, by midday, I mean, this is 2 p.m., we're seeing breaks in the clouds, and then it looks like things will really start to clear out heading into the night. Now, as we look at this next little bit and we go into Saturday evening and Sunday, you see those clouds building in. The rain chances really are more for Sunday, even more than tomorrow. Now tomorrow morning we will see it. It's that good 30 to 40% chance, but again, that's early morning, and after that we start to clear out. So sunny for your Saturday and 59. It's a warmer 62 on Sunday, but that's a rainy day, 60% chance. Then sunshine and dry, 59 for Monday, Tuesday. We'll go with a 30% slight chance Wednesday and a high of 60. A little bit cooler for your Thursday, and skies start to clear with a high of 55.
All right, let's get to your 4 to 5 roundup now. The Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates on many consumer and business loans next month. The change will up the rate about half a percentage point. Notes released a recent Fed meeting indicate officials may also reduce the size of their rate hike soon, despite few signs that inflation is cooling off. Right now, we're tracking positive improvements in our state's weekly COVID update. This shows COVID hospitalizations at the state level. The latest patient count is 490. It's the lowest number the state has reported since mid-May, more than 6 months ago. The graph represents the past 7 weeks. It's easy to see the gradual decline overall over this time. The state's numbers went from nearly 900 patients down to under 500. It's unclear how the winter months will impact this metric.
Out and about this Thanksgiving, deputies are beefing up patrols through Sunday to watch for impaired drivers, speeding, texting while driving. More than 1,700 people died on North Carolina roads last year. A lack of a seatbelt was the main case. Now, it's okay for you to enjoy these foods on Thanksgiving, but veterinarians say you shouldn't give them to your pets. Take a look at your screen right now. Avoid feeding your furry friends stuffing, mashed potatoes, salads that have grapes or raisins, chocolate, and ham and turkey bones. Now, if you're wondering what is okay to share, look at this. Veterinarians say turkey breast is fine. With a little bit of gravy on the dog food, that's okay too. And you could set aside some plain green beans just for the pets before you cook the rest.
A Thanksgiving parade in One Triad neighborhood is coming back after 51 years. The North.
Myself and several other neighborhood friends started the parade back in 2001. We wanted to help the victims of 9/11, and we worked with First Lady Laura Bush and her team to make sure that happened. And ever since then, it's just been such a big part of our Thanksgiving Day morning and such a special tradition to be able to give back to the community.
This year, organizers partnered with the NC Foster Adopt Mission, and our very own meteorologist, Christian Morgan, served as the Grand Marshal. He's my favorite.
He's on a tractor.
And he's so happy.
It's fitting for Christian, right?
It only makes sense.
It only makes the most sense that he would be in a tractor for this parade.
Yeah.
He's such a good guy, too. Everybody loves
great.
Christian that meets him, that's for sure.
Yes, yeah, and it's so nice of him to be spending his morning,
Yeah,
giving back to the
absolutely.
community in that way, just being part of that parade and things like that. And he's the best person to see during a parade like that.
Definitely. Y'all were not at the High Point Parade, were you?
No, we weren't.
I'll be at the Greensboro.
Yes.
Okay. I signed up to be at the Greensboro.
Okay.
So if everyone's going to the Greensboro Parade,
That's
make
right.
sure that you come out. You're going to see all of us.
Yes.
I think a balloon is involved.
We're handing out, and we're handing out little hats for everybody.
Ooh, little
reindeer
hats.
hats.
Favorites.
Yep.
I love parades.
At the High Point Parade, everyone could not get enough of those hats.
I
It has
heard
the
we ran
antlers.
out.
Oh,
We
the antlers,
did.
the
Super
reindeer
fast.
ones, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh
that's
man, parades are always so much fun
They
because
are.
I used to when I was a cheerleader in high school, we used to walk into the parade we had in our town every year, and it was always freezing cold.
Yes.
And I'm from Georgia, so for me it was really freezing cold.
yes.
50 was freezing.
Yeah, it was
cold.
50 degrees,
Right.
but it was freezing, and we'd always pretend we weren't that cold. We wore hand warmers, feet warmers, and it was
Keep
the fun of it. And we had hot chocolate and things like that. So those are always really good memories,
fun. And the
especially around
candy,
the
kids love the
holidays.
candy.
Yeah, we threw candy at kids and stuff. They would run to the ground to get it.
Well, and it's
so.
just nice to meet all of these people,
Mhm.
and they say hey to you, they give you a smile, but then they're like, we watch you all the time. We
Exactly.
love watching you. And I'm
Very
like,
sweet.
you're
I
so
know.
sweet.
Yeah, it's nice to connect with the community.
It's nice
It
to know
is.
we're not just staring at that candy.
Exactly. We
Somebody
know
on the
people
other
are
side.
watching it on the
There
other side.
Hello, people.
Well, this Thanksgiving, we're sending the love all across the Triad. We want to know what you're thankful for today. Look at that. All those kids. They're ready for those deviled eggs right there. It can be your family, friends, or even your full dinner plate. Whatever it is, send us a picture or text to 336-379-5775. Oh, look at that. Oh, dogs are just the best of friends. and we just might share it on air. As we head to break, check out what we've sent in so far.
Thanks.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. What I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, it's Claire. What I was saying is, do you want us to talk about the movie Devotion, or in this movie with the movie chat since you moved it, or just the CBS Planes, Trains, and Automobiles holiday special? How much time do we have? Okay, then yeah, we'll just do that. Yeah. Okay.
Movies, man.
Thank you. All right, that's all I needed to know.
That'll be on.
Oh.
Hello, Facebook
Hello,
people.
Facebook family.
Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're enjoying time with family.
Yeah. Right now, they're just talking about how great a Christian is of a person. That's what
He's
they're talking
amazing.
right now.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
yes.
I couldn't stop talking
They're
about
not
how
wrong.
great
No.
he is. He's so great and so funny and just so genuine.
He's such a nice guy.
Just a nice guy.
Our very own Bobby Odom. Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Bobby.
Christian is a very nice person and is a very cool person as well.
Bobby's in every day.
is
Every
every
single
day.
day.
Love that.
We'll
Love
see
the
Bobby
support.
Bennett, see if they're in there, and MD Moore. We have like regulars.
Yes.
I love it. What's everyone eating right now?
Yeah.
No,
What time
tell
is
us.
it? It's 4:45.
about
Oh,
dinner
you know,
time.
yeah. Everybody
Eric's
is eating.
air right now.
He's like, his stomach is eating itself.
Oh, you know what I
I'm
want?
weeping silently at the set.
I just want like some stuffing with cranberry sauce. That's like my favorite.
Yum.
So you're one of very few people that I know
That
that
says
eats
stuffing?
No, that
Cranberry
eats
sauce?
cranberry
I
sauce.
don't like it
Oh, I
either.
love it. Oh, yeah, I like
Some
it.
people love it or hate it. Do you like the literally out of the can? or do you
Yeah,
like
but
the-
my mom makes it homemade too,
Oh, wow.
so I like it either way. But I like the one out of the can.
I don't like it.
Really?
Amber's not. You don't.
Okay.
want
No,
it.
no,
Yeah.
How are you,
I'm
man?
sorry.
Like what? Like
Cranberry.
Cranberry
Yeah,
sauce.
no.
No, I don't.
I'm in the
I don't.
minority
It's
here.
okay.
You know what we discovered the other day? I said that comfort foods. So on your plate, you know, when you were a kid, you didn't like things to touch.
Touch,
a lot.
yeah.
But comfort foods work if they touch, like
Yes,
green beans and
she's
stuff
like
and all
that.
that. But cranberry sauce, no.
No.
Yeah.
Exception.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, if you are looking for a warm holiday movie today to enjoy with the fam, we've got something for you. This is one of my favorites.
First you delay me, then you bump me. I can't wait to see what happens next.
I love this movie. The 1987 Thanksgiving classic, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, is now streaming on Paramount+. But listen, there's bonus material this time. The road trip buddy movie stars Steve Martin and the late John Candy as two strangers who embark on a cross-country adventure to get home for the Thanksgiving holiday.
First you delay me, then you bump me. I can't wait to see what happens next.
All right, so the revamp comes with more than an hour of deleted scenes, a documentary on filmmaker John Hughes, who was incredible, and then a tribute to the late John Candy as well. So Manning Franks, our movie critics, are with us today. What do you think about this when they take a classic and now they're going to add a little bit to it? Do you have a problem with that? Or you
Oh,
like this?
absolutely not. This
I
is stuff
love
that,
it.
I mean, if they went back and filmed some stuff and they added Star Wars, then it's like not as good. But if they find some archival footage and want to try to add something to make it, I don't know, even more special, I'm totally okay with that.
Plus,
you know?
I didn't realize Do they always save deleted scenes for just something like this in the future?
I'm sure
That
they
is such
do.
a good question.
So usually what I have seen when I've been watching, because I'm the kid who used to watch the special features and the DVDs and whatnot, is that they'll keep the scenes that they've completed at some point. Like sometimes I'll have to cut a scene because it's so long and they're like, oh, we have to cut this. It doesn't add to the movie. But they're not going to do like, here, we storyboarded this. Let's give you the scene. They're not going to do something like that.
Well, they also always do like director's cuts too, right?
Yeah,
like
that's
there's
true.
like a
that's
longer
true.
version. Like I know there's a bunch of movies that like sometimes like if you're like scrolling through guide, it'll be like this is a director's cut.
I like to listen to the DVD specials when they replay the whole movie, and one of the stars is just talking about behind the scenes
Yes,
stuff.
I love that.
I love that.
And bloopers.
Yes,
Bloopers are
yes.
always so
Bloopers
much
are my
fun.
favorite.
We don't get enough bloopers nowadays in film.
We really don't.
Yes.
When's the last time we had a good blooper DVD or something?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys
Blu-ray.
ever seen this, but like there was like something going around on like Twitter about like old Hollywood movie bloopers, and it was so
Yes.
cool.
Really?
I
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh, I did not see
Yeah,
that.
like classic Hollywood movies, and you like it's all in black and white, and they like start laughing on screen, and they're like,
Great
you know,
character.
it's
Oh, I love
so
that.
good.
Right.
So you should look
All right,
it up.
you gotta get
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
Just send it to us.
Yes.
All right, we are keeping in the holiday spirit, of course, this Thanksgiving by asking what you're most thankful for. It can be your family, friends, pets, whatever. Just send us a picture or text to 336-379-5775, and you might just see yourself on the air like these as we head to break. This is what we've been getting in so far. You know, we're kind of up and down with the forecast. It's like a little bit of rain one day, then sunny the next, and then rain the next. That will be probably the next 4 days. So today, perfectly nice out there. 60s for the most part, 61 in the Triad, 64 in Charlotte, 59 Columbia, Fayetteville's at 64, and coastside Wilmington there at 66, Hatteras at 63, not bad at the coast. 44 tomorrow morning, so that'll be our low. But look for a morning shower or two. In fact, I'd say first third of the day, we might have a shower or two. They could be heavy here and there, but it's not going to last long. By midday, pretty much start to see clearing at that point. We're in the mid-50s with a high of 58, and by afternoon, I mean, we're all sunshine. Here's the system as we go out to the wider shot here with the radar. Two things we're watching, one cold front to the north and west, and then a low pressure in the Gulf. All of that kind of converges over us. So from our futurecast standpoint, there's the rain and the shower activity. Notice more of the heavy stuff kind of stays down toward Columbia, but we do see a little bit of that. So from the Triad east to Raleigh in the Triangle, watch for that anywhere from about, let's say 5 a.m.-ish until probably noon. Now, you see it's out of here, at least by 2, we see some gradual clearing, some leftover clouds, and then we're really in good shape after that. 7-day forecast keeps our temperatures close to where they should be. Our average high this time of the year is 58. And so we'll go with that for tomorrow, and a 40% chance of a shower on Friday morning. After that, we go to 59 and sunshine on Saturday. It's 62 on Sunday, but that is a rainy Sunday. Clearing out next week, hovering around 59 to 60 Monday, Tuesday, lots of sun, slight rain chance Wednesday, and a front will move by and drop us to about 55 degrees by then.
The BAU is back to tackle their biggest case ever.
We got 16 dead bodies in the buried shipping container. Victims from 2005 to 2020? This is 100% serial killer.
Minds Evolution, a murderer set up a network online during the pandemic, activating serial killers all over the country. It premieres today with 2 episodes on Paramount+. Plus, there's a special broadcast tonight at 10 o'clock right here on WFMY News 2. Film critic Manning Franks, this show dials up the effects. What are your thoughts? I mean, you're a little shocked right now.
I've never, because I think we had this discussion a little while ago about I don't really watch as much TV because I'm so involved in the movies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a premise? What is this? First time I've ever heard of it, honestly.
Yeah. So is it just like Criminal Minds, but like another generation?
That's what it
must
sounds
be
like.
almost like, you know how they do NCIS, this, that, and the other?
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's probably what it is.
I mean,
there are some like movies I can see. This is, you're like asking me to come here. I'm like, movies. Yes.
No,
Some,
please.
like, movies. Have you seen Zodiac or Memento? Something like that? Movies like that are, I guess, are the best equivalent. But I'm now curious at what this is because I have Paramount Plus now, and I guess I'm gonna have to find a moment where Kimmy and I can watch this because the trailer itself looks like. It looks odd in the best way possible.
I'm a huge fan of Criminal Minds.
I'm
gonna have to tune in.
Yeah, I like true crime and stuff like that, so it might be something.
Criminal Minds can be heavy too. You gotta be ready.
It
for
really can be, honestly.
Yeah.
You need to have that moment where you can take a breather after and just kind of, maybe with some ice cream, something happy.
Watch something happy.
Oh Lord.
Oh gosh. Well, maybe you can check it out. Maybe we can all check it out when we go home tonight.
That's right.
So.
What a Thanksgiving treat.
Yeah. a little dark.
Whatever. It works.
Well, throughout the show, we've showed off the love bursting across the Triad. We've asked you to show us what you're thankful for, and boy, have y'all delivered. If you haven't sent anything yet, you still have some time. Text us at 336-379-5775. We'll show more pictures on our WFMY News 2 app. Enjoy this slideshow as we head to break and have a very happy Thanksgiving.
Mic check 1 2 3 3 2 1. They say it feels good to be surrounded by so many others who are.
Hey, buddy, check, check, check. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3.
What are you thankful for? It's a cliche question we hear people ask every year around this time. What's your typical answer? Family, friends, health? I can guarantee you've said at least one of them, or maybe all three. I did the same, so I challenged myself to think beyond them. I have a job that I love, I have a roof over my head, and I'm able to pay my bills on time. Think about all the people who can't say those things. They might seem simple to me and you, but so many people struggle with one or all of those. It's possible you also struggle with these things. We all face challenges. Some are obvious, others aren't. I'm trying to keep that in mind as I spend time with loved ones today. As you gather around the table, I encourage you to also think about the people who don't have it as good as you do. It might inspire you to be even more thankful for what you do have. That's just my 2 cents. And you're 4 to 5. WFMY News 2 at 5 starts right now.
A tradition more than 400 years in the making, a day to pause and give thanks.
Thankful for everything that the Lord has provided us with.
This is one of the things we're most thankful for. You go. Go.